Hello. There is something you need to notice about the upcoming events in your life. An unusual change is approaching, and few people are able to recognize the signs before it happens. You have been thinking about the future, but there is one detail you may not have noticed yet. Not everyone who smiles at you is happy about the blessings that may be coming your way. Some people show support with their words, but their feelings may be very different when you are not around. So, pay close attention until the end of this message. The guidance you are about to receive may help you better understand who truly celebrates your victories and who is simply walking alongside you out of interest. An important decision is approaching in your life. It may open doors you cannot even imagine today. And it is often when something good is about to happen that certain people try to discourage you, create doubts, or make you question your dreams. Do not be afraid. Instead of focusing on what people say, pay attention to their actions. Those who truly want the best for you feel joy when you grow. Those who do not usually become uncomfortable when you receive opportunities, recognition, or happiness. But before we begin, I would like to make a special invitation. Subscribe to the channel and follow the upcoming messages. Many people find here words of faith, guidance, and hope to help them move forward during the most important moments of their lives. Keep listening carefully. There is an important message about your future, about the person who walks beside you, and about something that may happen sooner than you think. There is a reason why certain events have started unfolding the way they have. At first, they may seem small and unimportant. But when you connect the pieces, you may discover that they have been pointing toward the same destination all along. Think about the conversations you have had recently. Was there a comment that stayed in your mind longer than expected? Was there a moment that felt ordinary but somehow left you wondering why it happened? Do not dismiss those details too quickly. What is about to enter your life may arrive differently than you expect. Most people spend so much time looking in one direction that they fail to notice what is approaching from another. Someone close to you has already noticed a change in your attitude. They may not have mentioned it directly, but they can sense that something inside you is shifting. What they do not know is that this change is only the beginning. The next few weeks could reveal truths that have been hidden behind familiar faces. Not because those people suddenly changed, but because you are beginning to see things more clearly than before. Be careful with who receives your plans before they become reality. Not everyone needs to know what you are preparing. Sometimes silence protects what excitement can accidentally expose. You may soon find yourself in a situation where a simple decision creates a much bigger outcome than expected. When that moment arrives, trust what you have learned instead of following the loudest voice around you. There is also something important about the person who walks beside you. A thought has been growing in that person's heart, becoming stronger with each passing day. Soon, keeping it hidden may no longer be possible. You might think that certain delays have been working against you. But what if some of those delays were actually protecting you from making a decision too soon? Pay attention to who encourages you when nobody else is watching. Genuine support often appears quietly. It does not need an audience or recognition. Not every opportunity deserves your attention. In the near future, more than one path may appear before you. The challenge will not be finding an option. The challenge will be recognizing which one truly aligns with your future. You have worked harder than many people realize. There were moments when you almost gave up, moments when no one saw the effort you were making behind closed doors. Yet you continued moving forward. Because of that perseverance, doors that once seemed permanently closed may begin to open unexpectedly. And when they do, some people around you may react in ways you never anticipated. One sign will become impossible to ignore. It may come through a conversation, a message, or a sudden realization. When it happens, you will immediately understand why certain events had to happen exactly as they did. Do not underestimate the power of small observations. A person's reaction, a change in behavior, or a repeated pattern can reveal more than long explanations ever could. The future you have been imagining may be closer than you think. But before it arrives, there are still a few lessons you need to recognize. They are already unfolding around you right now. There is one particular situation that deserves your attention. It may seem unrelated to everything else, yet it holds an important clue about what is coming next. Some people only reveal their true intentions when they realize they can no longer influence your decisions. Watch carefully. Actions often speak much louder than promises. As you continue listening, keep an open mind. The message becomes more important from this point forward because it connects directly to a choice that could affect your future in a significant way. And what you are about to understand next may explain why certain feelings, doubts, and unexpected events have been appearing in your life recently, even when you thought they had no connection at all. There is another detail that should not be ignored. Someone has been paying closer attention to your life than you realize. Their interest is not necessarily obvious, which is why most people would overlook the signs completely. You may soon notice a pattern that has been repeating itself. The same type of situation, the same kind of conversation, or the same feeling appearing again and again. Patterns often reveal what random events try to hide. The person connected to your future has been thinking about a choice that could change the direction of both of your lives. Even if no words have been spoken yet, the weight of that decision continues to grow. What makes this situation unusual is that several pieces are moving at the same time. While you are focused on one area of your life, important developments may already be taking place somewhere else. Be cautious about dismissing unexpected opportunities. Sometimes the answer you have been waiting for arrives in a form that does not immediately look important. You are entering a period where observation will matter more than speed. Many people rush toward conclusions and end up missing the truth standing right in front of them. There is a conversation that has not happened yet, but when it does, it may explain questions you have carried for a long time. What seems unclear today could suddenly become much easier to understand. Not everyone around you is revealing their complete thoughts. Some people are waiting. Others are watching. A few are trying to determine whether your next step will benefit them or leave them behind. The interesting part is that one small event could expose more than months of careful appearances. That moment may arrive when nobody expects it. You have probably sensed that something feels different recently. Even if you could not explain it, part of you already recognizes that circumstances are shifting beneath the surface. Soon, you may find yourself comparing what people say with what they actually do. The difference between those two things could reveal information that words alone never could. There is also a reason why certain doors have remained closed until now. What once looked like disappointment may eventually make perfect sense when the full picture becomes visible. A surprising reaction from someone close to you could become an important clue. Pay attention not only to major events, but also to the smallest changes in behavior. The next chapter of your life may require you to trust your instincts more than outside opinions. Not everyone understands the path that is being prepared for you. What is hidden today will not remain hidden forever. The truth has a way of reaching the surface, often at the exact moment it is needed most. Someone may soon reveal more than they intended. It could happen during an emotional moment, a casual discussion, or a situation where they lower their guard without realizing it. As these events begin unfolding, you may start seeing connections that were invisible before. Details that once seemed unrelated could suddenly fit together with surprising clarity. There is also a possibility that a person you underestimated will play a larger role in your future than you currently imagine. Not every important influence arrives with obvious signs. The message becomes even more important from here because the next developments involve not only your future plans but also the intentions of someone whose decisions may directly affect your life. And before that situation fully reveals itself, there is one more sign you should watch for carefully. A sign that could appear sooner than expected and change the way you see everything that has happened up to this point. What you are hearing right now may seem unrelated to the events unfolding around you, but very soon a connection will begin to appear. When it does, you may remember this exact moment and realize why your attention was drawn here. There is a difference between waiting and preparing. While many people spend their time waiting for change, someone connected to your future has already begun preparing for it, even if you have not seen the evidence yet. A question that has remained unanswered may soon receive clarity. Not through a dramatic event, but through a series of small details that gradually remove every doubt. One of the most important clues will come from something that appears ordinary. Because it seems insignificant, many people would ignore it. You should not. There is a hidden reason why certain plans have not moved forward as quickly as you expected. The delay has created conditions that could not have existed any other way. Soon, you may witness a surprising contrast between two people. One will reveal consistency. The other will reveal uncertainty. That difference will tell you more than either of them intends to share. Pay attention to moments when someone becomes unusually interested in your decisions. Curiosity can sometimes reveal intentions that words are carefully trying to conceal. You have entered a season where timing matters. A conversation that would have meant very little months ago may soon carry unexpected importance. There is a possibility that an old assumption is about to be challenged. Something you believed was settled may not be as complete as it seemed. As events continue unfolding, you may notice that certain obstacles begin disappearing without effort. What once felt impossible could suddenly become accessible. Not every sign arrives through words. Some arrive through opportunities, unexpected meetings, changes in attitude, or circumstances that seem too perfectly timed to ignore. The person who has been occupying more space in your thoughts recently may be facing questions of their own. Decisions are being weighed carefully, even if you have not been told about them. Soon, a situation may encourage you to look back at previous events from a completely different perspective. What looked confusing before could suddenly reveal a clear purpose. There is also someone observing how you respond under pressure. They are learning more from your actions than from anything you have said. A shift is taking place beneath the surface. It is not loud. It is not obvious. Yet it is gradually changing the direction of events in ways that will become visible later. You may find yourself receiving information from an unexpected source. The value of that information will not be immediately obvious, but remember it carefully. Some people reveal their true character only when circumstances begin changing. Success, opportunity, and new beginnings often expose what comfort can keep hidden. The next piece of this message involves a realization that many people overlook until it is too late. Fortunately, you are being given the chance to recognize it before important decisions are made. There is a reason why your attention keeps returning to certain thoughts, certain possibilities, and certain questions. They are connected to something that has not fully revealed itself yet. And as the picture becomes clearer, you may discover that one particular development, something that currently seems distant, has been moving toward you far longer than you ever imagined. Now, before this message comes to an end, take a moment to reflect on everything you have heard today. Some parts may make sense immediately. Others may become clear as the days ahead unfold. Thank you for staying until this moment and allowing these words to reach your heart. Your time, attention, and presence here are truly appreciated. If this message spoke to you in any way, I would like you to confirm that you received it by writing this phrase in the comments. I choose to move forward with wisdom. Those simple words can serve as a reminder of your decision to keep moving forward with faith, clarity, and confidence, regardless of the challenges that may appear along the way. And if you would like to continue receiving messages of encouragement, guidance, hope, and inspiration, I invite you to become part of our community. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss the next messages. Many people return here seeking strength, direction, and reassurance during important moments in their lives. By joining us, you will be among the first to receive future messages that may provide the encouragement and perspective you need exactly when you need it most. Thank you once again for being here today. Your journey is still unfolding, and there is much more ahead than you can see right now.